Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of Spellbinders Glimmer hot foil system. It's been out for a few months and I wanted to give it a try. I'll give you my thoughts and the lowdown on how much I actually paid for this. So let's go ahead and get started. So here's a list of contents that are included. One thing I really like about what they did with this kit is it includes everything you need to make really multiple cards. So you'll see that as I start to unbox here, but you've got foil. The only thing you'll need is paper. So the first thing that I have here is the platform. And it connects to the base and it's got grids on it. It does get warm, but not enough to burn you, although I would not keep my hand on it. They give you 2 foil rolls, which is very cool. There's a rose gold and a silver. You've got your power cord, and then you go into, those are magnetic tweezers, so they're pretty cool at picking up the plates. And so they give you 2 glimmer plates there. One's a saying and one's a decorative border. You just pick that up with the magnet. You can see I kind of struggle. I did it the wrong way. The magnet's supposed to be facing down, so when you release the tweezers, the plate comes off. And then on here you also have a thin shim and acrylic spacer shim. So you'll need those just to push it through the machine. One thing that you will need also that's not in here besides cardstock is you'll need something to put it through. It will not work with a Gemini. So you want to use something like a Big Shots or the Spellbinders. They also give you a list of instructions about how to put the plates depending on the paper that you're using and trying to foil. So that's pretty cool. And then you may have also seen in there was a mat, a silicone mat that you put your plates on when you're done using them after they've gotten hot. It'll save your surface. So what I've done here is I've plugged in the cord. It's a US cord into an outlet. I just turned it on and you can see the green light is glowing. I slide the platform into the connecting spot that will allow it to get warm. It probably took about 4 or 5 minutes for it to warm up from the cold state. When it's ready, you'll see it turn a green color there that it's ready to go. And what I'm doing here is putting the die on top of the foil so I could get a fairly good cut. I'm not wasting any foil, but it's also important because you don't want too much foil around your die. What I would have not done is place the die on, and I'm calling it a die, it's actually not a die, but I'm placing it on the foil on the side that would adhere. Not my best move. I think it scratched it a little bit, so I'd do it on the other side, but I'm trimming around. I might have trimmed a little too close, but you want it fairly close because you don't want that foil getting on the rest of your cardstock where you don't want it. But in this case, I think, I could have left a little bit more. It's not too bad. You can see there's enough foil to go around. However, I kind of, as I put it down, I'm starting to make my sandwich. I'm struggling to get the cardstock on. I finally wound up using the tweezers, which actually helped get it in alignment. And then I'm putting on the other 2 shims in order. And then you see the green light is on. It's warm now. So when I get that on, I'm going to hit that last button there to set the timer. I forgot to do that. It does wind up working anyway in spite of that, but you're supposed to hit the timer, let it sit for the appropriate time, and then you put it through your machine. So I'm using a Sizzix. Through here you can use, again, just about any die cutting machine to put it through. I took out any platforms. I'm just using what was in there, and I'm going pretty slow while I'm doing it to make sure that the foil is able to stick on there. And as I pull this off, you want to just keep in mind that that platform is hot. So if you're going to pick up that die, make sure you're using some tweezers to do that. And as I reveal this, it's pretty cool. I did the silver. I did it on blue cardstock, and it has this light impression in it on top of, it being foiled. So it's pretty cool. And other than a couple little spots, the foil really did adhere to all the places. So card number 2. They give you 2 dies, as I mentioned. I wish I had more to experiment with, so I ordered a couple more. We're going to fast forward through this part of it because you saw me do this on the other one. Just keep in mind on this one, I actually do hit the button after I get everything, sandwiched together, so it has the appropriate amount of time heating. I wound up using a black cardstock, and so it was just some cardstock I had laying around. It has a bit of a pearl tinge to it, and I gotta tell you, I don't think it was the best card to use for this. So you'll see not all the foil, like it's on there. It definitely adheres, but what happens is the paper, that pearlescent, gets kind of a funny shade. So while the foiling worked, I wouldn't use the paper, and I don't even know what it was, but if it has this pearlescent kind of tone, I don't know if I would use it. You can try it, definitely experiment. But the blue cardstock that I had really worked. And that is a cardstock, and I'll link it below. It's Sapphire under the Color Plan collection. That seemed to work pretty good. But you'll see here it is. The foil did adhere. It's just the color of the cardstock, while it's probably not coming through on the camera, it does look a little strange in person. So I'm excited to try some more dies. I really appreciate you joining today. And just my final thoughts is, most important, how much did I pay for it? So I got this at Hobby Lobby, and you may have seen on the opening scene, it was listed for $119. I was able to use my 40% off coupon, so I got it for $71.99. So for that price, I thought it was absolutely worth it. I appreciate you watching this video today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the unboxing. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, a like. I appreciate you watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.